That's really not going to work for me. I hope you understand. I know you want to, but I don't. You're the president. I'm the vice president. You're the boss of the Saints. I'm just one of your crew. You've taken over cities and toppled rival gangs. I've conquered Hollywood and have a name to uphold. It just wouldn't work between us, you see?
For a superior intelligence, this wiring must have been contracted to the lowest bidder.
Hey Kinsey, you wanna fuck?
Let's go.
starving.
Yeah!
This piece of shit better not break down.
That has to be embarrassing. Was it too much for you? Give me a challenge.
At 66%.
Still think I'm just a pretty face?
Making shield at 33%. defenses.
Couldn't last any longer. Still the best. Show off.
If Zinyak wants a fight, we're going to bring it to him. Taking down the simulation will wreak havoc on all the Zin systems and help us locate our friends. There's plenty you can do to overload, disrupt, and generally break the whole damn thing, so let's start small. I know hacking stores seems trivial, but it's a good place for us to begin. Alright, get moving. I think it'd be best to start at...
Planet Zin. If I'm taking a store back from Zinyak, I want the one with his ugly face on it.
Okay, good point.
Zin. And I thought Freckle Bitches was tacky.
So you should be able to hack it from right outside the door. Good luck.
Dust to dust, bitch. Kenzie's job is easy. Is there a cop convention I don't know about?
Oops, you must have tripped the security alarm.
And this'll happen every time?
I think I can cut off the outside security program from the rest of the stores, so no, it shouldn't happen again.
Thank you. Now it's time to beat feet.
No wait, don't. I want to see how their reaction protocols work.
Oh sure, 'cause it's me getting shot at.
Wine, wine, wine.
I'll remember this one. Hey, did you see that, Kenzie?
What?
The cops changed into Zin.
Looks like they're stepping up security even more. Be careful.
Shit, now Zin are dropping from the sky? That's fucking cheating!
Those are access portals. You should be able to destroy them to stop more soldiers from showing up.
Great.
Hold on. Look at that gold floating robot thing. I think it's controlling the security program here.
Yeah, so?
So if you catch the golden orb and shut it down, then the Zin should no longer see you as an immediate threat.
Catch the golden orb? You know how stupid that sounds?
No.
Come here, you little shit. Kenzie, I did it!
Great. At least you have a way to get the Zin off your back now, so keep that in mind. Remember, this is only the beginning. With everything we're going to throw at Zinyak, he won't know what hit him.
Maintenance shield at 66%.
After that, I could use a massage.
Maintenance shield at 33%.
There's no way to fight a lady.
Activating main defenses.
was fun. Closing up shop, fellas.
Greetings. If you want to find and rescue your friends, you will meet me at my rift. Goodbye.
Great. Listening to the creepy blocked caller could never go bad.
No kidding. Does this guy really think we would just trust some random ghost in the machine?
We don't have much of a choice. Yeah, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen?
I die, you die, we all die. Any combination that involves death at all, really.
You will need to leap from platform to platform. By changing the red platforms to blue, the power connection to this simulation will remain open. The closer you land to the center, the stronger the connection.
Don't start telling me how you can help me save my friends. I'm walking.
I know how to navigate the Zin systems and travel between them. If you can find the right simulation, I can open a gateway between that one and yours.
Why would you want to help me? You don't even know me.
Because I have no love for the Zin, as I was once their prisoner too. I have been stuck inside the Zin simulations, creating rifts, which cause chaos for Zinyak, though the Zin inevitably shut them down.
Looks like you already got this covered. What do you need me for?
Your help ensures I am able to keep them open permanently, a benefit to us both.
This doesn't seem dangerous. Why don't you do it yourself?
My body has long since died. I implanted my consciousness into the main simulation computer many years ago.
How can you open a gateway if you're dead?
I cannot. That is, not unless you find me a physical, mobile form I can download my memory matrix into first.
What, I just take your word for it?
Unlike you, I keep my word and pay my debts. Besides, you know you need me.
Alright, I jumped on the flashy lights. Now can you help me kill Zinyak already?
My access code is 1331. Use it when you find me a suitable form.
I wonder...
You bet, boss.
I want to make sure you are paid for your aid in keeping my rift open, and to ensure you see that I am willing to help your cause.
Paid how?
I have found new code which allows you to change the element of one of your powers.
Do you have a place I can test this?
Indeed I do.
that I was doing the most, and someone said.
In order to use this element, you will need to manually alter your power.
Manually?
Yes. I have created this tutorial message to explain how to do so.
Well, that's handy.
Now use your fire blast on those people. It will ignite anyone in the blast radius.
Still think I'm just a prick. This would be great at a barbecue.
More element types exist in this simulation for various powers, if you are able to find or create the code, that is.
Thanks for the help.
It is not help, only repaying my debt. Now I will let you continue on your quest to find me the body you promised.
So the AI wants a body, and he won't help me break into other simulations till he gets one. Any suggestions?
The Zin have almost everything in the simulation locked tight, but there is something you can use. A control and interface device.
Sounds good. Are they hard to get?
You're in luck. The Zin have a bunch in transit right now.
Flight mode engaged. Hover mode engaged.
The Zin are using CIDs to bring a downed hotspot online. Once you have a CID from them, get it to a safe spot and wipe its old programming, so the AI can upload its personality into the new shell. Go back to that first hotspot you took down. You can get a CID there.
Just shoot him and loot him, huh?
Sure. Go with that. Just get one and take it to a safe spot.
Sure thing.
I don't want to deal with Zin while trying to hack that device.
I wonder, is there some way to get this AI a body in the real world, too?
At this point, the AI is purely information. He's entirely digital. You could download him to your phone if you wanted. Why? Does he want a body?
Well, the alternative is staying trapped in the simulation, so...
Good point. I'll check the ship for a suitable shell just in case.
Powering down.
Along with the CIDs, Zin are transporting a prototype for a contained forced recursive feedback projector.
Kenzie, sometimes I swear you make this stuff up as you go.
Imagine a gun that fires a bullet that bounces from one target to another, to another, to another, like a pinball racking up 1 billion points.
Oh.
Be careful not to damage all the CIDs. I don't know when or if we'll get another chance to get one of these.
Eh, relax, I got this. On when it counts. Which CID should I take?
It doesn't matter, just pick one.
Ah, fuck!
What did you do?
I touched it!
Well, touch it different next time.
Kenzie!
Don't pin this on me.
These things aren't right. Don't you explode on me. Yeah!
Finally. Quick, get to a safe spot so you can crack it open.
How far do I need to go?
Just away from the Zin. Pick someplace they won't find you.
How quick can we get this thing rewired?
I won't know until I crack open the device and see how it ticks.
Yeah! Okay, how about this spot?
Keep an eye out while I work on this. I guarantee the Zin have a way of finding these devices remotely.
Looks like they found us.
You bet, boss.
Don't let them take the CID.
Work fast. These guys suck.
I found the tracking device.
Just get it done!
Would you like to take over? I could shoot aliens for a while.
That wouldn't go so well for you. Kinzie, tell me you're close!
Almost done. Hold on! Little bit more. Okay, the CID is cracked and clear for uploading. Inputting the AI code now.
Terrific! How long till the upload is over?
55 minutes.
55 minutes?! Don't these things usually take 3 to 5 tops?
Look, the connection in this area is slow. Get closer to a major connection point like a power plant and this might go faster.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Because a major connection point for the simulation is going to be heavily guarded.
Just tell me, will Sid download faster?
Well, probably, but...
Then I'm taking this thing over there. Once Sid's online, how long till we can use him to get my crew back?
Well, assuming the AI wasn't lying, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be able to get right to it. Speaking of which, who do you want to grab first? Pierce? Shaundi?
We're gonna need Matt.
Miller? Oh my god, why?
Matt's really changed, you know? Joined MI6, helped us with Cyrus Temple. He can be a useful guy.
Useful?
You got so much on your plate, Kinzie. With all this cyber shit to do, I figure you can use the help.
I'm doing just fine without Matt Miller. Thank you.
2 heads are better than 1, Kinzie. My choice is made. Always happy to show off. Flip on the switch, and all set.
Excellent.
How much longer? Kinzie, you okay?
That's just part of the process.
There's a potty mouth part of the process?
Full download should only take about 16 minutes.
Can you do anything to make it go faster?
I'll see what I can find. There might be additional access points we can use to increase the bandwidth.
Good fight.
Personality transfer at 31%.
I found an access point that can help speed this along. Get to it and activate it.
Reached it. Turned it on.
There's a second access point out further.
Okay, I'm at the second one. Now both the access points are online. Is the download any better?
Much faster. Much too fast. Too fast! Data's overloading.
That was fun. Overloading?
Overheating! Get to him and cool him down! Okay, we're good. We're fine. I managed to throttle the connection a bit, so it should be much more stable now.
How much longer on the download?
3 minutes.
Good. That'll give me just enough time to fight off more Zen. What's up with these murder bots?
Murder bots? Oh, wow.
Yeah, emphasis on murder. Get Sid a murder bot instead.
Do you really want to give some rogue AI an exoskeleton equipped with a complement of weapons and a history of violence?
Probably not.
Besides, I already found a real CID body for him on the ship. So, you know, synchronicity.
It wasn't much of a fight.
God, why does this hurt so much?
Personality transfer at 74%. Data bottleneck encountered.
I love meeting new people.
It's full of stars. Download complete. Alright, time to kill us some aliens.
Oh god. I'm gonna regret getting Sid a real body, aren't I?
Oh, Sid. You say the nicest things. Ah, shit. Just when things were going so well. Kinzie?
Take him down and I should be able to transfer some of his powers to you.
Tougher peeps. Whoa. Something's definitely happening in my brain.
Welcome to being able to move things with your mind.
Guessing I want what's inside this thing?
Yeah. It has more clusters in it. Pick it up with your mind and smash it open. Okay, now use that power to throw things at the warden and take down his shields. Nice job. I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it.
Von Rothbart, love will always be your uncle. And now for some lighter fare. The first chapter of the Jane Austen classic, Pride and Prejudice.
Crime doesn't pay.
It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However, little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters. "My dear Mr. Bennet," said his lady to him one day, "have you heard that Netherfield Park is let at last?" Mr. Bennet replied that he had not. "But it is," returned she, "for Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it." Mr. Bennet made no answer. "Do you not want to know who has taken it?" cried his wife impatiently. "You want to tell me, and I have no objection to hearing you." This was invitation enough.
At least give me a challenge.
"You must know, Mrs. Wright, that the Netherfield is taken by a young man of large fortune from the north of England. That he came down on Monday in a chaise and four to see the place, and was so much delighted with it that he agreed with Mr. Morris immediately. That he is to take possession before Michaelmas, and some of his servants are to be in the house by the end of the week." Bingley, is he married or single? Well, my dear, to be sure, a single man of large fortune, 4,000 or 5,000 a year. What a fine thing for our girls. "How so? How can it affect them?" "My dear Mr. Bennet," replied his wife, "how can you be so tiresome? You must know that I am thinking of his marrying one of them." "Is that his design in settling here?" "Design? Nonsense! How can you talk so? But it is very likely that he may fall in love with one of them, and therefore you must visit him as soon as he comes." "Well, I see no occasion for that. You and the girls may go, or you may send them by themselves, which perhaps will be still better. For as you are as handsome as any of them, Mr. Bingley may like you the best of the party." "My dear, you flatter me." "I certainly have had my share of beauty, but I do not pretend to be anything extraordinary now. When a woman has 5 grown-up daughters, she ought to give over thinking of her own beauty." "In such cases a woman has not often much beauty to think of." "But, my dear, you must indeed go and see Mr. Bingley when he comes into the neighborhood." "It is more than I engage for, I assure you." "But consider your daughters. Only think what an establishment it would be for one of them. Sir William and Lady Lucas are determined to go, merely on that account, for in general, you know, they visit no newcomers. Indeed, you must go, for it will be impossible for us to visit him if you do not." "You are over-scrupulous, surely. I dare say Mr. Bingley will be very glad to see you, and I will send a few lines by you to assure him of my hearty consent to his marrying whichever he chooses of the girls. Though I must throw in a good word for my little Lizzie." "Oh, I desire you to do no such thing. Lizzie is not a bit better than the others, and I am sure she is not half so handsome as Jane, nor half so good-humoured as Lydia. But you are always giving her the preference." "They have none of them much to recommend them," replied he. "They are all silly and ignorant like other girls, but Lizzie has something more of quickness than her sisters." "Mr. Bennet, how can you abuse your own children in such a way? You take delight in vexing me. You have no compassion for my poor nerves." "You mistake me, my dear. I have a high respect for your nerves.
Over
They're
the
my
years,
old
I've come to think of
friends.
Kinsey as my
I have heard you
sister.
mention them with consideration
Family,
these last 20
agoraphobic,
years at
sexually
least.
Terrifying little sister.
You do not know what I suffer. But I hope you will get over it and live to see many young men of 4,000 a year come into the neighborhood. It will be no use to us if 20 such should come, since you will not visit them. Depend on it, my dear, that when there are 20, I will visit them all." Mr. Bennett was so odd a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice that the experience of 23 years had been insufficient to make his wife understand his character. Her mind was less difficult to develop. She was a woman of mean understanding, little information, and uncertain temper. When she was discontented, she fancied herself nervous. The business of her life was to get her daughters married. Its solace was visiting and news. Ah, love. Georges Bizet wrote a song so compelling it is often mistaken for two separate works. But to the educated,
new tattoo.
We know.
Get over how real fake Steelport looks. It's uncanny. Always feels good to kick ass.
Welcome to Mind Over Murder! The rules are simple. Each scoring area contains a variety of floating rings. The color of the ring denotes the type of object you need to throw it through in order to score a point. Vehicles go through blue, people through green, and the head of our very own Professor Genki through the pink ones. Score a point on every hoop within the time limit, and you win. Good luck! It's murder time, fun time! Welcome to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder! Brought to you in part by everybody's favorite alien overlord, Zinyak.
That's right, folks. The Maven of Mascot Mayhem has teamed up with the Conqueror of Countless Galaxies to create an all-new Genki experience.
As folks at home know, by exploiting weaknesses in Zinyak's meticulously crafted simulation, our contestant has gained the power of telekinesis. But they will have to master the power of the mind to complete the challenges ahead of them today.
I can now see why the professor was so eager to join forces with Zinyak. This should make for an interesting addition to the Genki family of games.
Right you are, Bobby. So let's meet our contestant, the winner of Genki Bowl 7, and our favorite contestant, the President of the United States.
Or whatever bits are still floating around in space, right, Zach?
Too soon, Bobby. Too soon. Let's get to the action. So, Bobby, how do you think the addition of superpowers is going to affect the game?
A submachine gun is a fine weapon, but nothing compares to the unlocked potential of the human animal. Super speed, super jump, and moving things around with the power of your mind. I'm expecting high action and lots of flailing bodies.
Makes you wish you had superpowers, doesn't it, Bobby?
I'm just happy not to be stuck in a vat full of foul-smelling nutrient milk, reliving my worst fears for all of eternity.
You and me both, Bobby. You and me both.
Can you imagine Genki and Zinyak flying across the galaxy together, conquering worlds and abducting the biggest badasses each planet has to offer, and pitting them against each other in a superpowered fight to the death?
Bobby, are you feeling all right?
Or they could team up against an army of mascots, flaming mascots, armed with rocket launchers and RPGs.
Jeez, that's a fine dream. And that's it for our first match.
Excellent job by our contestant.
Walk me through how Sid is gonna help us free Matt.
Are you really sure about this? I mean, I know he can help, but it's Matt Miller.
We need all the help we can get. How do we get him?
Well, I give Sid the proper cipher to connect to Matt's personal simulation, and he opens the gateway.
This should be a fucking adventure.
Protected shield engaged.
I was shocked when the boss picked you to be the vice president, but you ended up working out.
That's only vaguely insulting.
Look, you sound just like Julius Little. Putting a guy who betrayed you in the number 2 slot seems like a great way to get killed.
I'm nothing like Julius.
Kinsey, we're ready.
I'm sending Sid the jailbreak.
Any last advice?
When you're inside Matt's virtual oubliette, there's a decent chance that I'll be focusing on interfacing with the intrusion countermeasures, so pay attention to the console commands.
Any last advice I'll understand?
Don't get killed.
Gotcha. Matt Miller, the self-proclaimed hacker god, ran all the cyber terrorism for the Syndicate back in Steelport. Now, he's Asha's right-hand man in MI6. I just hope we can trust him like she does. You can give me a gun anytime, Kinsey.
Well, you don't have superpowers either.
Jesus Christ, Kinsey. Why the fuck are there words in my face?
It's a command prompt. Just give me a second.
This brings back memories.
Damn it! The camera's screwed up. I'll just have to deal with it.
Fucking 80s. Just throwing this out there, but I don't want to be staring at the ground for the rest of my life.
I'm trying, but I'm not used to the code they're using. Give me a second.
I love action.
Could it be as simple as 3D?
Don't you dare hit enter, Kinsey!
Oops. Sorry. Finger slipped.
Thank God.
There should be 3 data towers controlling the security to Matt's prison.
Finally, I get to just blow shit up.
Well, I wouldn't want you to go outside your comfort zone.
I must say, I am amused at this attempt to save a man who tried to kill you once.
3 times, Zinyak. Try to keep up.
All the same, what is it you hope to accomplish? Mr. Miller is beyond your help.
We'll see about that.
Very well. Your futile attempts do entertain me, after all.
Oh, that's a lot of firepower.
Destroying the tower should destroy the tanks with it.
Miss Kensington is rather astute for a human.
Yeah, well, big towers controlling security on a linear path. Not very creative for your superior intelligence.
Touche.
I always win my arguments.
That's 2. 1 more to go.
You know, you're still kind of on my virtual shit list, Kinsey.
For what?
Last time we were in cyberspace, you turned me into a sex doll.
God, are you still mad about that? I said I was sorry.
You gave me access to the webcam you set up in Viola's room. It's not an apology, that's creepy. Last tower, then we grab Matt.
Oh, I don't think it should be that easy for you.
He's made the tower invulnerable. Hang on, I'll find a workaround.
No problem. Back me up, Kinsey.
Wait, let me try something.
And you do.
Yet again, I am impressed by Miss Kensington. Though this attempt is as futile as the last of most humans.
Oh, look, an alien with a superiority complex. Surprising.
Though this sentiment comes from more than just the Zin, my dear. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death.
A brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Thanks for sharing your high school poetry.
It's a quote from Macbeth.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Coming up on Matt's prison.
How am I gonna start a prison break without a gun?
Chances are it's not a standard behind bars sort of prison. You'll just have to wing it.
Wing it. Great. What can go wrong?
Oh, and since I can't see what's going on in there, doubt I'll be able to help you either.
Fuck me running. Fuck?
Before you, I place a choice. Walk through the blue door and continue to face yet more failures at saving those closest to you. Your race will live on borrowed time and will, through your violent arrogance, wind up extinct. Walk through the red door, however, and I will release the humans whom I have collected. I will give them amnesty and even a ship from my fleet to do with as they see fit. However, in choosing this door, you will willingly submit yourself to execution. This is the moment where you can prove to be the savior of humanity, or its absolute destroyer.
What am I looking at?
This is your life as it led you to this point. All your past violence, crimes, and losses on display to remind you of one simple fact. Regardless of what I have done to your world, you were its greatest threat. The evidence is irrefutable. How many have died because you decided that driving on the sidewalk is faster than the road? Because you used a rocket in place of a bullet? Because you wouldn't submit to my rule? In the end, you only hurt those you are trying to protect. In the end, there is only one truth. The human race would be much safer without you in it.
Memories? It was total bullshit that you could only carry 200 pounds of bison meat. Wait, is that Matt?
Trapped in technology he doesn't understand, in a cyber world he can't control.
Matt, stay calm. I'll get you out.
Without Miss Kensington, very doubtful. Ah, yes. I'm quite proud of this one.
Why? What is it?
Terror, as personified by your literary culture.
A dead pirate with a black parrot?
It's a raven.
Why does the pirate have a raven?
Don't like the idea of us sitting around. Shouldn't we be picking up Matt? The kid could be in trouble.
Keith, you gotta relax. The guy's an MI6 agent, for God's sake. He can take care of himself.
You needed help getting out, and you're the commander-in-chief.
That's a really good point. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
Oh, I did. I'm just not a big fan of Matt.
Kinsey!
Come on! Can't I get some payback? Got a little lost, big deal.
Or he got a little dead, who knows?
Oh, he's fine. He's probably having the time of his life exploring Zinniac's ship.
prejudice.
Remember that time you had to outrun those protesters in Boise? It's kind of like
possession
that.
of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered the rightful property of someone or other of their
I can't
daughters.
believe I have to work a double shift.
My dear Mr. Bennet, said his lady to him one day, have you heard that Netherfield Park is
Pretty
let
sure I could break the
last?"
sound barrier.
Mr. Bennet replied that he had not. But it is, returned she, for Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it. Mr. Bennet made no answer. Do you not want to know who has taken it? Cried his wife impatiently. You want to tell me? But I have no objection to hearing it.
This is so
was
much
invitation
fun!
enough. Why, my dear, you must know. Mrs. Long says that Netherfield is taken by a young man of large fortune from the north of England. That he came down on Monday in a chaise and four to see the place, and was so much delighted with it that he agreed with Mr. Morris immediately that he is to take possession before Michaelmas, and some of his servants are to be in the house.
Come
by
on,
the
come
end of
on!
the week. What is his name? Bingley. Is he married or single? Oh, single, my dear, to be sure. A single man of large fortune. 4,000 or 5,000 a year. What a fine thing for our girls. How so? How can it affect them? My dear Mr. Bennet, replied his wife, how can you be so expensive? You must know that I am thinking of his marrying one of them. Is that... Well, I see no occasion for that. You and the girls may go, or you may send them by themselves, which perhaps will be still better, for as you are as handsome as any... They may like you the best of the party.
Zin patrols are like campaigns. Sometimes you really
I
want to
certainly
smack
have
the
had my
shit out.
share of beauty, but I do not pretend...
Sure thing.
When a woman has 5 grown-up daughters, she ought to give over thinking of her own beauty. In such cases, a woman has not often much beauty to think of. But, my dear, you must indeed go and see Mr. Bingley when he comes into the neighborhood. It is more than I engage for, I assure you. But consider your daughters. Only think what an establishment it would be for one of them. Sir William and Lady Lucas are determined to go, merely on that account, for a gentleman they visit no newcomers. Indeed, you must go, for it will be impossible for us to do anything you're not. You are over-scrupulous, surely.
I love meeting
I say Mr. Bingley
people.
will be very glad to see you, and I will send a few lines by you to assure him of my heart's consent to his marrying whichever he chooses of the choice. Though I must throw in a good word for my little Lizzie. Oh, I miss her. Lizzie is not a bit better than the others.
It's hard to keep perspective when you're so focused on denomination.
Not so good-humored as
Perspective.
Lydia.
That's a decent set way to climb an economy, right?
Reference. They have none of them much to recommend, replied he. They are all silly and ignorant like other girls. But Lizzie has something more of quickness than her sisters. Mr. Bennet, how can you abuse your own children in such a way? You take delight in vexing me. You have no compassion for my poor nerves. You mistake me, my dear. I have a high respect for your nerves. They are my old friends. I have heard you mention them with consideration these last 20 years at least. Ah, you do not know what I suffer. But I hope you will get over it and live to see many young men of 4,000 a year come into the neighborhood. It will be no use to us if 20 such should come, since you will not visit them. Depend on it, my dear, that when there are 20, I will visit them all. Mr. Bennet was so odd a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice that the experience of 23 years had been insufficient. Her mind was less difficult to develop. She was a woman of mean understanding, little information, and uncertain temper. When she was discontented, she fancied herself nervous. The business of her life was to get her daughters married. Its solace was visiting and news. Ah, love. Hello, friends. Zinyak here to educate and to entertain.
Remember when Pierce got in a fight with that reporter? Think you can do more damage than those two did?
I really need to do this more often. It wasn't much of a fight. Did someone order destruction? Problem. Everybody should do this. Seriously. You didn't need that, did you? Destroy that.
One of Zinyak's lieutenants is hiding as a regular person in the simulation. Take his ass out.
Fight worth shit.
Well, you've got my vote. Come on by the ship when you're ready to reminisce some more.
Camp David was a wild time, wasn't it? I can only imagine what we would have gotten up to if we didn't have to worry about the backlash.
Well, we don't have to worry about that now, right?
I know you want it, but I don't.
You're really making a big deal out of nothing. This is a great opportunity for him to build character.
Kinsey, this is not the time for a teachable moment. If we don't help Matt, he will die.
Fine, take this.
You're beautiful.
Thanks.
I was talking to the robot.
It's power armor.
Same thing.
Not really. A robot is an automaton, whereas power...
Don't ruin this, Keith. Whoops.
Are you breaking my power armor?
No.
If you do damage the power armor, you can find...
Whoops.
Are you breaking my power armor?
No.
If you do damage the power armor, you can find repair kits in some of the storage crates.
making a big deal out of nothing. This is a great opportunity for him to build character.
Kinsey? Whoops.
Are you breaking my power armor?
No.
If you do damage the power armor, you can find repair kits in some of the storage crates.
Tell me more about the guns on this thing.
Oh, I didn't have time to get them working, so...
Pretty lame, Kinsey.
I found your power armor. The guns are just missing stuff.
I don't suppose you got a way to fit this robot through the door, do you?
Oh my god, this is the real world. I can't just waggle my fingers and, oh look, Kinsey, you weave worlds like a goddess with a brush.
Just asking. I know hacking's out, but there has to be another way through this door.
Brute force works.
This is gonna be fun.
You take care of what's there, and I'll make sure they don't alert the others.
These guys suck. God, I wanted to kill someone with a robot for so long. Kinsey, are there people in all of those?
Maybe, but I don't think the Zin abduct humans exclusively.
Almost mad. Something happened here. One of the pods is broken.
Any chance that's the one Matt was in?
Maybe. Hard to tell. I'm up for more.
Get away from me! I mean it!
Matt, don't hurt me, please. I'm a friend.
About time I was rescued. Oh, you wouldn't believe what they have. But I didn't realize they had robots.
Can you believe Kinsey keeps calling this thing power armor?
So, not a robot.
What kind of firepower does that mech have?
Kinsey said the guns are missing stuff.
Typical. Give me a moment to find the parts.
Saints rule even here.
Defend me already!
Can you work a little faster, Matt?
You worry about your job and let me do mine! I have the parts. Get to me and I'll set you up. This will be much different than any other weapon you're used to.
It's a gun arm, Matt. I think I can figure it out.
More than just a gun.
Be right there. I'm always on when it counts. online, Matt. Come on! This thing is tearing them apart! The hell are you, Kinsey?
I'm close. I'm also lying, but I'll be there as soon as I can.
These guys aren't letting up. I love meeting new people. Keep coming!
We're gonna die here! I know it!
We can't last much longer, Kinsey! I'm still the best. Working, Matt!
I did what I could! I can't really fix it right now!
Jesus Christ.
I'm here! Get to me!
We gotta move, Matt!
Get to the turrets!
Matt, take the other gun! Come on, Matt, you play video games. Shouldn't you be good at this?
Please, if your aim was any worse, you'd be shooting yourself!
Keith about this later.
That is Mr. Keith David to you!
Well, shit. Kill this thing, Kinsey! Kinsey, where is that giant ship?
I'm not sure!
Look at us! Killing everything in sight! Is this what being a sociopath feels like?
It's not really sociopathic.
Hey, remember that big ship you were asking about?
What's it doing, Kinsey?
I mean, the right!
Kinsey!
Sorry, I'm facing the other way!
I don't want to sound needy or anything, but I just blew up a capital ship. You'd think someone could at least give me a high five.
You need to take a look at this.
A plane? Why would Zinyak want to build one of those? We're in deep space.
It has to be another prison.
Whose idea of hell is being trapped on an aeroplane?
Me, Shandi, and... oh my god. Johnny's alive.
Boss, Johnny's dead.
Who else would be stuck in a plane?
Shandi? It was a life-defining moment for her. It's the only thing that makes sense.
You're wrong.
I think she's making a lot of sense.
She's wrong! Find out where this is. We're getting my best friend back. Kinsey, you wanna fuck?